Welcome back to my blind playthrough of Rome 2 Total War Imperial Edition. I am Lews Therin. We are, literally right where we left off, on part, I believe, 9 at this point, or 10, I don't even know. And we're looking at the map just so that I can establish where we stand. So, right now, we own everything in red except for this because it's Libya, and Libya is not us. So let me actually do it this way. So, this is us in the yellow. We own all of these sections. I really wish I could take this part of Syracuse, but frankly, it's not really important. So, in the last episode, we averted war. The barbarians here declared war with us, and these guys over here from Spain declared war with us. And I'm not a fan of either one of them. So, eventually, we were able to negotiate peace with both of them, and that's that. However, we are still at war with the Demeti, and I'm pretty sure my allies are still fighting Libya like fucking retards. So, the goal here will be, number one, to defeat the... They're not Demeti, they're the Masayeli. The Maselli, or whatever the fuck they pronounce. I don't even know. I'm not Italian, I'm not African. So, once we take them over, we can establish, some sort of dominance in the area. First of all, to defend from the inevitable attack from these people, the Celtici. And then the second thing is, I really just want to take fucking Carthage down. I hate them. They fought us for too long. They're done. They're at the same level as the Etruscans, in my opinion, at this point, because they fucking blow. So, we're going to make some moves to secure that. Number one is, the ships are no longer going to be just hanging out on the board. We're just going to have to start moving them. Oh yeah, I forgot. I still haven't mixed into the to the next turn. So, let's see. Yeah, we definitely need to switch. So let's move on to the next turn so that we can move on. So there are a couple goals here. Number one is we're making moves navally to secure Carthage. And then the second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move militarily. The army that was in Carthage Prime per se is now going to take over Iole, which is the city I just took back. And then we will use that foothold to take over the next city, which is this one. So one of the main goals right now is to take this city. But first I do want this army to make a move on here. And okay, so it's here. This is good. So navally we've established a presence right here. And as such, I think that'll keep the peace going. Eventually, I still want these people to hang out here. Maybe I'll have them garrison and actually attack Carthage. Who knows? I actually need to check our diplomatic relations with Carthage. So, earlier I wanted to attack Carthage back when I was not in these dumb wars. And I didn't do it because I knew that if I did it too early after negotiating peace, it would look bad. But right now, if we really wanted to, we could fuck them up, and nobody's going to judge us for it because it's been 5 seasons, and I guess after 5 seasons, you can fight anybody. So, let's see. We're going to attack here. I definitely want this Demeti settlement, and if we cannot take it easily, what we're going to... Oh, no, we can take it easily. So, let's auto-resolve here. Our force will be a bit splintered, but we're still going to win quite nicely. We still have about 59% of the force. And the Demeti city is now ours. So, I think this faction now lost pretty much every state it has. We're going to peacefully occupy. Gaius Adius Albus has become a very good general, even though I hate his fucking guts. So, let's just upgrade him real quick. Level 2 warrior, and then let's start tearing down everything these people own, because we don't need it. We're going to rebuild the village, and we're going to provide a... let's see, I don't want a garrison. Let's just dismantle it. Yeah. And then we're actually going to... Do we have money for that? Yeah. We're going to upgrade the Temple of Neptune so that these motherfuckers can worship some Neptune and start thinking in our ways. On the other side, over here by Italy, I still have one major army, and that one is going to be moving straight to Velathri, through Rome, actually, because we know that these barbarians over here are never going to stop. They're eventually going to fight us. They're eventually going to pick a fucking fight with us, and I just want to be done with them. So we're going to fight them as well. Did I move this ship already? I did move this ship already, so we're done with this. Now let's just do the basic, management thing where you just look over the states and you make sure that they're all good. Is Rome good? Yeah, Rome's good. Is Magna Graecia good? Magna Graecia's good. And finally, let's look over Carthage and the African areas. Africa's good. and Eol and the other people are the ones we just worked on. So I think that we're in a pretty safe spot right now, with a major fleet parked in Eol, a major army right outside, and our future enemies pretty at bay actually right now. Carthage hasn't been making many moves that surprise me or scare me at all. So I think we will be fine. I can confidently say that the war, at least with those motherfuckers, the what were they called again? I can't remember. These names are very weird. It's not Syracuse because they're our allies. The wars with these people, the ones we've been fighting so far. Oh shit, there are Insumbras in my fucking. Oh no, the Masayali is who I was talking about. There are Insumbras in my city. Nope, nope, nope. We've been invaded. Nope, we've been invaded. I'm not gonna take this sitting down. Why the fuck are you here? Who is this? A war maiden. What the fuck am I supposed to do with a war maiden? See, this is not a shogun. What is a war maiden? No, I don't give a shit about her skills. I want to know what she is.
We hunger. We cannot follow this order.
Why is there a war maiden, and what can I do to her? Alright, I don't know why, but there's a war maiden here. She's from the Insumbras. She's just chilling. I guess she's here to spy on us. Alright, we're not going to worry about her too much then. Yes. Character trait report. Gaius Dorinus Albus likes Greeks. It's cool. And some of us are respectful. Okay, this is good. Let's see. Quick inspection here. Gladiator school. How about it? Gladiator school. Do we need it though? Let's do it in Rome though. I do want a gladiator school in Rome. And then Ariminum can create some shops, and then after that we need to look into food because I just wasted 7 units of food doing all that nonsense. Shit, this mouse just stuttered on me. Let's camp the army in the city, and let's move this navy over here. I want to be able to see what they're doing. And let's move this navy over here. Okay, so this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what the hell Carthage has been up to, and it seems they've been up to nothing. Their main settlements suck. They have no army. I don't understand what the fuck they've been doing for 12 seasons. But you know what? That's their business. Right now, we're in a pretty good state. Who are we at war, though? With, oh, the slaves? Yeah, but we're always going to be at war with the slaves. The Masayeli, though, are in a good place to quit. So right now is when I want them to quit. Oh no, they own still one more place. So, we're at a bit of an impasse. If we move down and attack the Masayeli, we will definitely establish more control over the entire region. Oh no, we would start entering Phazania. So we'd start entering into Phazania, and we'd be kind of putting ourselves in the way of a war with Garamecia here. But on the other hand, I do just want to crush the Masayeli and be done with it. So I think we're going to move forward from here and attack the Masayeli eventually. So once the Demeti are sufficiently quelled, we're going to move over to the Masayeli. So to do that, we're going to do two things. Number one is we're going to move the smaller fleet back to Eol so that Eol can be squashed. Then we're going to move this army right here, fractured as it is, into enemy territory to take the final land. However, I don't know how I feel yet about it because I'm starting to see that Libya is attacking them as well. So Libya, let's see if Libya is in war with them yet. Libya is at war with undiscovered factions, Syracuse. Interesting. Okay. Are the Masayeli at war with Libya? No, they're not. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave the Masayeli alone for a little while now that I think about it, because Libya might be their friend, and I'm not into fighting Libya right now. I dismantled this and didn't build anything, so hopefully a ghetto doesn't start up. This mouse stutters again. I'm gonna fucking throw it out the window. So, in the meantime, I hope that if you got this far, you're at least enjoying yourself a bit. They keep wanting us to fucking fight Libya, man. Can't do this. Although I would enjoy taking Africa, it's just that fighting Libya is an intense battle. And Syracuse, you blow. Libya does not. Libya is quite powerful. Counter offer. Pay me. Oh shit, they're gonna pay me? How much more are you gonna pay me actually? Let's cancel that. You pay me more? If you pay me 2,000, I will join the battle.
After consideration worthy.
Oh well. I guess you can't pay me, then you can't fucking do anything. And Sombras are still fucking chilling out near my area, which is not good. I want to see what they're up to. Faction destroyed, so Armenia is dead. Publius Octavius is still doing his thing, and Demeti is still under construction, which is good. First thing we're going to do is we're going to build a villa for more food, because I said it earlier, I needed more food, and we're going to make a meeting place so they can talk about their fucking troubles and leave me alone. First we have to test to see, can I leave the area? Yes, I can. So we're going to move forward and attack. Not attack, but at least camp away from the city. We're going to move the smaller fleet over here back to the city. We're going to move the big fleet in the middle so that I can still keep an eye on them. Back over here in Italy in the north, I want to check on why these people still have this, and I wish I could attack her somehow, do something to her, but frankly I don't know. This is kind of the problem of a blind run, is that I really don't know what the hell I'm looking at. But oh well, we'll just keep going. Back over here. Yeah, there's not much I can do other than negotiate peace over here, but I don't want to negotiate peace just yet. So I think we're just going to settle on leaving things alone. Let's see if there's anything we need to manage. We can increase the food yield at the expense of squabble, but that's fine. Magna Graecia, doing pretty well. Okay. We're doing pretty well here. We just managed the... Yeah, we're doing fine. So I think that overall, all the unit management, not the unit management, the city management is doing fine. It's just the armies that still have me a bit concerned. Especially the one that is near Syria, I think? No, Libya, my bad. Syria is the other country. So the issue with fighting Libya, I know that my allies always want me to fight Libya, but Libya is a power, and they're an army that right now is not important to me. The Masayeli are trying to negotiate peace. Let's look at their stats, shall we? They and I will never be friends. We will eventually fight. But I will accept for 5 turns of peace. I think they saw my army camping in their border and they realized that this was going to be bad for them. So I think they've decided to calm down and leave me alone. And as such, we're going to chill out. So the Insumbras are now fighting other people, so that means that they have time to not hate me. And I noticed that my 2 future enemies are actually fighting each other. Armenia is back. I think that they took back their city, wherever that was. And Carthage is now busy fighting, which is good. All these things are excellent. We're going to park this legion back in Demeti. And I'm now going to look into fighting Carthage. But to do that, I need to think wisely how I'm going to do this. If I were to attack, let's declare war on them, because right now they're being attacked on both sides, and that is only good for me. Carthage. Weak Carthage.
I find the hate leaves me unable to suffer fools. So still,
So Libya also declared war on me as I declared war on Carthage. But alas, it is the price of doing what I did. So we're going to take this place. Actually, we're not going to take this place because we're not equipped for this. So we're just going to maintain a blockade. We're going to maintain a blockade here. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to put the army on the ships and we're going to move the army forward. Yeah, we're going to move the army in, and then once we have an entire army, we will take this entire area of Ebosim, which will be fantastic. Eol is still quite under our control since we have an army of Demeti here. My new concern, however, is that Carthage Prime here may be taken back, but because we have an ally here buffering an attack from Libya, we should be fine. I think I'm going to keep my armies here in Demeti, though, because I feel like Libya can still pass through Masayeli territory and attack us through there. Alright, real quick, let's just go over the provinces. Everybody seems to be... Oh, wait. What do you want? A better temple of Minerva. I just don't want a food shortage. But it's +6 public order. Yeah, we're going to do it. Mostly because I think I am going to increase the food yield soon. Somewhere. Yep, over here in Italia. So my food yield isn't going to increase in Rome, so we will be fine. Let's move forward. Carthage is now mad at me. I'm sure they're going to try to attack me. And with that, we are going to retreat. I'm not going to fucking start a fight. Not yet. Now, they feel confident now that they have taken me back from my blockade of Ebosim. But what they don't understand is that I will be back. I'll be back with a larger force, and they can't do anything about it.
the gods speak through
Ooh.
thunder and storm, but they tell us to
Okay.
ally with you, if you will have us.
Alright, Keltisi, we will be friends. Mostly because I want to kill Carthage,
Summon strength,
and I'm more interested in
together
that.
the service of
And the
all
Insumbras
people.
clearly are measuring me to see if they can fight me. Libya, oh, crossing into my lands now. Libya's clearly... Oh, I'm under siege. Okay. So, a miscalculation because I said this might happen, but I wasn't sure. A ally. Actually, let's go talk to them. Remember how they wanted us to fight Libya and we said no, and then now we kind of want them to help us?
Bless us both with skillful tongues that we may
Join
speak
war
our
against.
parts well, and so reach agreement.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're actually helping us with Libya, technically speaking. Problem is we have no time to actually go back to Carthage Prime and help them out, but it's under siege. So, ooh, I'm in serious trouble. On the one hand, anyway. I think Carthage Prime can take a siege for a little while I get this other situation settled. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to move Demeti's army over to Eol so that if shit hits the fan and the Syracuse cannot help me, then I will come in and take it over. Let the city be under siege for a little while. Because I can't afford to lose this location here in Ebosim now that I put an army in the water. Who cares about Publius? I'm concerned.
We no longer see profit in war, and we offer you peace.
No, Carthage, you see, here's the problem. Libya has me under siege. If you say yes, will Libya say yes? I'm at an impasse here. If I say yes to Carthage right now, that's fine, but Carthage is weak. This is the chance to crush them. Libya is strong, but Libya is only strong enough until I come back and fucking beat the shit out of them. So, I don't think it's that big a deal. Libya and I will never be friends anyway, so... Yeah, Libya and I are in horrible conditions. No, I think I have to reject. Counter offer. Pay me 3,000.
The treasures of Carthage are without number. We would share them.
Counter offer. So they're willing to pay, they're just not willing to pay as much as I tell them. Pay me 25. Alright. Oh well. No peace. Even though I would love to just declare peace and move this army back to Carthage Prime, I don't think it's worth it.
It is a terrible thing to spread war across the world, but I beg you, attack these
Syracuse has been one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. They keep doing this. They keep getting into these wars and then calling me for help and then dragging me across the pavement. Absolutely not. I'm not going to do another war. I'm already in 2 wars, thanks to you. Well, I mean, I started the war with Carthage. Okay, Libya, we can have peace.
But my lord,
Libya, you and I can be peaceful. I agree with that. Okay, so this actually solves a major problem. Now that Libya has declared peace with us, we don't have to worry about going back to Carthage Prime, and we can just take this area right here, which is fantastic news. Let's also increase the public forum here, turn it into an auditorium, so that people can talk much. And then, should I take the risk of a farm? No, we'll just do grain pits. I'm still not confident in this population's sanity.
it is an honor to serve Rome.
Alright, let's auto-resolve and take it. Alright, so now we took this province from them, which is the entire point. Oh man, this is actually good. Okay, Ebosium is ours. We'll peacefully occupy. Yeah, whatever. And I want to garrison the army as quickly as possible.
Moving out. Ready. Ships to
I need the army to be safe. That's my concern.
That is a dangerous course.
No, army.
Leaving the ship. Making for port.
Okay, good.
Your
Now,
orders.
the main fleet will come back and hang out at the edge. Nope, it'll stay right there. Because right now we have done what we needed to do. We now control Ebosium. But Ebosium, as part of all this area of Carthagenesis, is not going to be fond of us. It's actually really bad for us in that sense. But we're going to create a harbor. We're also going to take this thing down, and we're going to rebuild a market settlement. So this way, Ebosium will start bending to us. And actually, now that we look at this, it means that I'm now taking over a new province, because this entire section right here is Carthagenesis. So it's this right here, which we don't own, and it's this. So all we need is this to take Carthage Prime. I mean, not Carthage Prime, but Carthage, like the people. And then not only do we have a chunk of Spain, but our main mortal enemy is done. After that, we can refocus and take Masayeli, because I still don't forgive them for being fucking cunts to us in the past. This is not bad. We're owning a lot of it. We have a section of Europe, a decent section of Europe right now. Obviously they don't like us, but we're doing good. We have higher wealth than before, I think. and we're showing steady growth. Excellent, excellent. I'm sure you were all very interested in our growth. And the technology for army recruitment is almost here, which means armies will forever be cheaper. Clearly, I am disregarding the upgrades to my people, so let me do that first. Let's upgrade his Felicitas. No? Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. Let's do +5 armor for all units, and let's do commander. And then let's upgrade the admiral as well with a tradition of destroyers, and then commander, and then +5 armor. Okay. I think everybody's army has been upgraded significantly. I think the only one that's missing an upgrade here is the veteran, who for some reason keeps doing everything right. Paragon. Alright, we're done. And the food surplus is still here, which is fantastic. So Carthage clearly shitting the bed. They're running around, they're trying to see what they can do. They're done, in my opinion. But, oh, there's Tarraco. With a huge army, actually, so that's concerning. Syracuse is very scared of fighting, though, so they're definitely not going to do that. These Celts over here, I think they're going to try to take that area before me, because they want it for themselves, but I'm not into that idea. I really do want it back. So let's see if we can take it before they do. War declared. So Livia and Garamanchi are fighting. This is the area that I'm eventually trying to take, remember? Let's... full cavalry, heroic flambeteur. Yeah, let's do that. Editani is a faction that's rising, but irrelevant to us. Alright. We're first gonna blockade. Nope, we're just gonna maintain a blockade. Then I need the army to just sit here for a second to maintain a bit more order. I don't expect this to work out as well as, it can, but I do want something. I also want a temple to the gods, obviously, so that they can become more Latin like us. Alright, so over here, things are going well. We can actually increase the amount of livestock, which, why not? All is well over here as well, I believe. Yes. Sardina is good. Ooh, food production. Excellent. And oh, we should have increased the Shrine of Mars, but that's irrelevant. The gladiator stuff is going well also. Yeah, we're good. There's not much to do. We're just right now. Oh, we're done researching the military upkeep, which is good. Can we do this? Strategic maneuvers, veterinary, ram damage for ships. I'm not interested in ships right now. I'm more interested in the economy. So let's see, 5% wealth from agricultural, and 5% off that. I actually want to see if we can upgrade the stores we already own. We have a lot of stores, and not enough things to spend our money on. Actually, we're having a good problem of having too much money, because the armies are upkeeping at a quite decent pace. Carthage pretty much didn't move because they're blockaded, I suppose. And that means that we, within 3 turns, should be able to take their city back. What I want to see, though, is if my little rivals, the Celtici, do anything. But no, I see now that they spent their time and they went back because they realized that it's useless to try to fight me over a city. Which... okay, so these guys are troubled, of course. And there's attrition somewhere. So that fleet has some attrition, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to take the city. Nope, we're not going to take the city. We're going to continue a siege.
None will escape. Your orders? The ship cannot
Nope. We're going to maintain the
Set up
blockade.
a blockade.
So even though we're all suffering attrition, I'd rather maintain a siege than anything else. The city is way too heavily defended, and as such, my main army doesn't seem to be powerful enough to fight them. I want to understand why. Oh, it's because they have a lot of people. I feel like if I went down and did it myself, it'd be done, but I don't want to do that, so we're just going to continue the siege. Over here, though, how is this going? They still hate us, but that makes sense. I'm considering bringing an army forward. Yep, my consideration's done. We're doing it. Oop, bad idea. Very bad idea. Should I raise a 4th army? Yep, I'm gonna do it. Let's raise a 4th army. Do we have a Julii? No. Well. Oh well. I'm gonna raise another army. And that will help us out a bit. But a very small army, not a... Oh, wait, no, I don't want Numidians. There. We're gonna build a small force right here on Io. Mainly to keep the peace, and also because eventually we're going to have a war here, and now we have a 4th army to do that with. This is an interesting turn of events, but I think it'll be fine. Now Carthage, with its entire fleet that's for some reason dispersed, might bring it back to fight me on the side, and hopefully they will not engage my main city. I think what I'm going to do is, for the sake of saving time, I'm going to move my main army over. No more fight on Libya. Stop. Here's the problem, Syracuse. Your problem here is that you have been doing this, dragging me into these wars, and then you can't back your shit up. You expect me to get you out of your fucking problems. No. You're going to fucking pick fights with Libya? Fine. Pick fights with Libya. Win them. That's all I'm saying. We're going to camp the army here. Alright, so we have an army here. Next turn they should be able to come in and do the rest. We're going to try to see if we can fight them now. Nope, continue the siege. They will die out before we're done. Let's do the same thing here. Nope, we're just going to keep going till they starve out. Because honestly, there's no point to us fighting a fight that we are not going to win well. Because we're going to maintain this army here to establish dominance. And then this army over here on Ebosium might just come back. Or I might just have it sail all the way to Rome so that we have an army over there in the middle again. Who knows? I still haven't decided what I'm going to do. I still am a bit nervous about keeping Carthage Prime here because I know we're eventually going to fight... Oh, actually, that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this new army over here to Carthage Prime because it's easier to defend. Then I'm going to move the Ebosium army back to Eol, and then from Eol to Demaidi, and then that way we can fight over here in Sidamus. Okay, the expansion roadmap makes sense. And with that, we're actually going to stop. This is part 10, I believe, of my Blind Total War 2 campaign. Next time, we will be finishing, hopefully, the Siege of Carthage, and I've said it for 3 episodes, but I'll say it again. Hopefully, Carthage will be fucking gone by the time I am done with the next part, because I'm sick and tired of dealing with them, I'm sick and tired of saying Carthage, and Libya keeps knocking on my door. So eventually, we're going to have to fight them. It's just a matter of time. Until next time, I'm Lews, Therin. If you like this, please subscribe, please like, share, do all those wonderful things that you might or might not do. Thank you very much. Have a good one.